Hi students, good morning. Thank you guys so much again for all of your hard work. Yesterday I was chatting with a lot of you guys on Go Guardian. You were asking great questions. So I really appreciate your effort during this time. So today I want to kind of build on the work we did yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about mood, which is how we as the reader feel when we're reading a text. So oftentimes mood is confused with how the character is feeling, and it's very different. And so today we're going to make sure we can determine the difference between how the character feels and how we as the reader or viewer are feeling. Okay, so I'm going to minimize myself and kind of show you guys some stuff on Canvas. So today your to-do list looks much the same. You have a discussion question. Your question today kind of has to do with like a highlight of the month. We're at the end of March, can't believe it. So just kind of thinking to something really awesome that's happened to you this month. So you have a chance to kind of write about that in your discussion post for today. You're going to watch this video, and then I have some examples that I'm going to show you of how I do our work for today. And then you'll have a document down here you're going to submit in the end. So your document is going to look like this. This is my copy, so yours is a little bit different. I'll show you yours in just a second. So you're going to have two different texts you're going to look at today, and your goal is you're first going to think about how your character is feeling, and then you're going to be thinking about how you as the reader feel. So I'm going to go through my example first. On Canvas, if you need a refresher about what mood is, I still have the anchor chart up for you that you can review how we identify mood and the different ways authors create mood. And then I also have a list of some mood words below to help you out there. So we're going to watch together a clip from SpongeBob. If you've never watched SpongeBob before, it's basically like these two friends who they live under the sea in the water, and they have many adventures together. So we're going to watch part of the video with the purpose of then we're going to be thinking about how the character is feeling first.
Let's change our to why and bother. Chocolate!
Finally! I've been trying to catch you boys all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you, I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, so thinking about this scene from the video, I first want to go through and identify how the character is feeling. So in the beginning, I have my characters, SpongeBob and Patrick. So in the beginning, right after like the fish kind of jumps out looking kind of scary and angry, they're kind of hugging each other, being like, no, please don't hurt us, you know. And so in that moment, they're feeling terrified and frightened. They're hugging each other, looking each other for support. Later at the end, they say, you know, thank you, when they're all like kind of like melted away, right? Like they're relieved in the end because they discovered that the fish actually wasn't trying to hurt them or eat them. He just wanted to buy the chocolate. So then, now that I've thought about how the character feels, I have to think about how I, as the viewer in this example, am feeling. So first, when the fish jumps out from behind the box and starts yelling, I was surprised. I was shocked, right? Because all of a sudden he came out of nowhere and he looked very angry. I was surprised. SpongeBob and Patrick, they were terrified in that moment. They weren't surprised. I was surprised. Another moment in the video is like the fish is good and just wants to buy their chocolate. So I thought that was really funny that like in the end, like all he wanted to do was buy all their chocolate, which would really benefit them. So I thought that was humorous. That's how I felt as the reader. So today, You guys are going to be doing this work with two texts. First, you're going to be looking at an excerpt from Mulan. It's a really great Disney movie. If you haven't watched it, I totally recommend it. You can watch like the excerpt here. You'll list your characters, their action or dialogue, so that moment from the video, just like I included here. And then what is the character, or what does this moment show the character is feeling? And then you'll determine the mood. So you'll choose a moment. It could be similar or different from up above, and think about how does that moment make me feel. Then the next one is you are going to choose for the second activity if you want to do it based off the fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood or Hansel and Gretel. We are all familiar with these stories, but each version is slightly different, so you do have to read the text in order to complete these activities. So you're going to be looking to find examples that have to do with the characters, what they're doing or saying, and then what does this moment show the character is feeling. And then you'll do the same thing for the mood. What is it making you feel? Okay. When you are all finished, you are going to submit this document on Canvas. So final reminders, I really want to make sure you guys are reading your independent book. So in your hour plan for today for language arts, I've left it where this should probably take you about 35-40 minutes. And then you should be using these 20 minutes to read your independent book. On Thursday, I am going to be checking your bookmark. I'll be turning in the days that you've read, and then your post-it notes. Post-it notes should be detailed. They should be longer. If you want to be typing them in a document, you could do that. If you're good to handwrite them, absolutely do that. But they should be more than a sentence. At this point, it's not going to be acceptable for you to say, I don't have any post-its, or I don't know what to write, or, I didn't have time. Everyone is going to be turning in post-its on Thursday. So use the time today to make post-its if you haven't done so. I've included the link that Mr. Rosso sent for some audiobooks if you need them. I also have some Newsella links. You could summarize the articles. You could think about what is this making you think. If you want to do any research on any of the topics that are connected, you can absolutely do so. Okay? All right, you guys. I'll see you on Go Guardian Chat. Have an awesome day. Bye, guys.